Hi, my name is Anne Marie Ellis, and I am the California chair of the Buckhalter Product Liability Practice Group. And today we're going to be talking about PFAS, also known as per and polyfluoroalkyl substances or forever chemicals. PFAS are a group of man-made synthetic chemicals that have been used in consumer products and industrial applications for many years. They make things stain-resistant, grease-resistant, water-resistant, and they tend to be found in products such as apparel, textiles, cookware, bakeware, children's products, firefighting foam, indoor-outdoor furniture, and rugs for indoor and outdoor use. There is a wide variety of laws that are taking effect, particularly in 2025, and we're really saying this is a patchwork of laws that the states have passed with very little consistency. So compliance is going to be much more complicated than other laws that you're used to seeing. So California already has two laws on the books pertaining to PFAS. One applies to children's durable products, so for kids under 12, and that took effect in July of 23. And then there is a full ban on PFAS in food packaging, and then a limitation on PFAS in cookware and bakeware, which took effect in January of 23 and January of 24. But what we're really bracing for is AB 1817. So this applies to PFAS in apparel and textiles. And essentially the law prohibits intentionally added PFAS or PFAS at or above 100 parts per million as measured in total organic fluorine. Now that is a very specific test that you have to do with a lab, and unlike any other state in the country, California is the only one that has a limitation of 100 parts per million. Now that limitation is going to go down to 50 parts per million in January of 2027. The other interesting thing about AB 1817 is it applies to outdoor apparel for severe wet conditions. So think about your high-end ski wear, snowboarding wear. If you manufacture a product with PFAS in those types of products, you essentially have until 2028 to comply because the legislature recognizes it's hard to phase those out with that kind of material. But you're going to have to put a label on your product and on the line when you sell it that basically says made with PFAS chemicals. AB 1817 also has a certificate of compliance requirement, and this is significant because the manufacturer has to attest in a written document to the retailer that they've complied with 1817. And then finally, AB 2771 will prohibit intentionally added PFAS in cosmetics, and there's no limitation there. It's just a full ban. And additionally, California's Prop 65 or Proposition 65 has 3 PFAS chemicals on the list: PFOA, PFOS, and PFNA. So what that means is that you're going to have to cross-check the Prop 65 list with your list of chemicals in your product to make sure you're also complying with Prop 65 in addition to the other PFAS-specific laws. California is not the only state that has laws pertaining to PFAS. Some of the other states include New York, so they also have an apparel law taking effect in 25, very similar to California. Colorado has a very similar law to California's with respect to outdoor apparel. Connecticut, Maryland, Vermont, and most importantly, Maine and Minnesota will have a full ban on any intentionally added PFAS in any products by 2032. On the federal level, the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, has a reporting obligation for companies under TSCA, the Toxic Substances Control Act. So companies will have to report their historic usage of PFAS chemicals going back to 2011. But the reporting requirement has been pushed to January of 26 with potentially more extensions out there. So at this point, most of the action is on the state level. As you can see, this is a complicated and ever-changing area of the law. If these laws apply to you or your business, rest assured we have a dedicated team here at Buckhalter who can assist you. Please don't hesitate to reach out.